Hello, everybody, and welcome into HelenKennard.com. I'm Helen Kennard, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome in, welcome in. I was on vacation last week. Did anybody miss me? Tonight we have a very cool project that I wanted to show you. I'm copycatting somebody, Jackie Williams. But look, I'm going to show you how to use the enamel effects to highlight your project, and it is gorgeous. Mine looks like this. So it's not exactly like hers, but very similar. I used a totally different color palette, and I'll show you where I got it in just a minute. But can you see the highlights? So I'm going to show you how to do it. It's so pretty. We're going to be using the Spotlight on Nature, and which is so pretty. Now, who can tell me? Well, first of all, say hello when you get here so I know who I'm stamping with. But who can tell me where to get the colors that you need when you're using DSP? Can anybody tell me? Well, what happens if you're not using DSP? So in my case, I'm not using any designer series paper. So where do you go to get your color combinations? Well, one of the places, and I've shared this with you, is a couple of color palettes that Stampin' Up! Has shared with us, and I went and had them laminated. So what I did was I wanted to do blackberry. So I wanted this as my deep color. So I went and found blackberry on the little list, and then went through which colors I wanted. So I pulled them all out, and these are really pretty, and those are too. These are very fall colors. Blackberry, cherry cobbler, and Cajun craze, but I chose blackberry, gorgeous grape, and balmy blue. So that's where I got my colors: the blackberry, gorgeous grape, and balmy blue. Now, who would have ever thought to put the balmy blue in there? But it turned out really pretty, didn't it? I try to stick within 3 colors of whatever it is, but they have all these really cool palettes that you can choose from that make it really, really pretty. So I have this posted on my Facebook page, so you can certainly go there and download it. So you'll have a multitude of colors to choose from if you have at least one that you know you wanted to start with. So and then go from there. So again, we're going to be using the Spotlight on Nature, and it's Dear Friend, and then the flowers. So we're going to start by layering our card. Okay. Now you know I like using the liquid glue. Say hello when you get here. Now I use the Eyelet 3D embossing folder. Isn't that just beautiful? So I'm going to layer it on to my gorgeous grape, but it's only 1/8 of an inch larger. So you see how close that's going to be, which is one reason why I like using the liquid glue. So it gives me that little bit of wiggle room. I think this week is going back to school for at least the college students here in North Carolina. One of my friends sent me a picture of her son. Now I'm going to put this on with dimensionals because I like this layer to be up a little bit. And oh my gosh, y'all, if If my boys had gone off somewhere, I don't know if I could have taken it. Yeah, I was so thankful when they decided to stay here in Greenville. Her son went off several hours away, like 4 hours away. And I kept thinking, well, it's not any different than when I came to school, but you know what? I didn't leave at 18. That's what he's done. My kids were 18, but they were right here. So I'm going to layer this on. There. Okay, really pretty already. So if I was her, I know I would be a wreck. Okay. So here comes the fun part. We are going to put this here. Now what did I do with my ink? Here it is. We're going to ink it up, and we might as well go ahead and stamp this while we're at it. I try to get the big flower and then some of the smaller flowers. There. And now you want to use Memento to color this because you'll be coloring it in. And you don't want to, if you used, anyway, you want to use StazOn, not StazOn, but Memento. Okay, dear friend. Oh, turn it over. Definitely need to not rock this. There. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and color. And then we'll add it to our mat. But what you're going to need, I'm using 2 water painters. Now you don't have to. If you had water, you could swish it around because you want to go ahead and get the ink, the color off as soon as possible. Now I'm using the Fresh Freesia and Mossy Meadow as my 2 colors. And then Metallic Enamel Effects. I'm using the silver, but you can use the white or any of the other colors. Because I'm using 2 different colors, I want 2 dots of the Enamel Effects. And you just need a little dot, so don't put a whole bunch. And then you're going to go ahead and put your 1 drop. That's all you need. See how that's just 1 drop? Do you see it right here? And then here's the Mossy Meadow, 1 drop. And because it's so dark, you really don't need but 1 drop. All right. So you're going to take your watercolor that has water in it. You're going to mix it up. And you're just going to start painting. Now, I painted going up like that. Stampin' Up gives you the colors that the fill in that you need. And you can just keep adding it to wherever it is that you want. And if it doesn't shine enough, you just keep adding more to it. I'm going to keep adding. It's almost like it's sinking in. There, pretty, pretty, pretty. Just keep adding to get the shine that you want. Very nice. See it? Isn't that pretty? All right, so I'm going to set this aside because I'm going to go clean it off. Let me just set it right here. And I'm going to use the other one for the green for the leaves. Again, just mix it up. And then just start painting. And just keep adding it on in. And I'm just going to keep adding layers of color. And there you go. So I'm going to set both of those aside. See how pretty that is? That is just gorgeous. Now you're going to let it... Hey, Diana. Oh, you got home late. Hey, Naomi. How are you guys? Did y'all miss me last week? I was on vacation in the mountains in Virginia. This is going to take a little bit to dry, but I'm going to go ahead and add my liquid glue to it and see if I can get these two to match up while I'm waiting for it to dry. And then I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back. There you go. Okay, all you have to do is take a baby wipe and clean that off, or run it under some cold water. I wonder if I'm going to put it here this time. What do y'all think of that? And up just a little bit, down, right there, instead of in the center like I did with this one. I think I'm going to like that one just as good. Okay. Set it right there. I hope everybody had a great week up in the mountains. We had a great time. It was like today, Diana, real cool. Every morning we had to wear long sleeves just because it was cool. I mean, we could wear shorts, but it was cool like today. And sunshiny, just like today. Just a gorgeous day every day. One little day it rained. But, you know, sometimes when you're on vacation, that's exactly what you need, is one day to rain, so you don't do anything. There. All right, I'm going to put a string on here. Oop. Took our boat out, and, you know, taking our boat out on a lake, because this was a lake, is a lot different than on the river here. I'm telling you, there's not crabs biting at your feet, or current, a lot of current, or waves. So it was real smooth. I didn't get sick on my stomach. There. So yeah, I liked it. the water was like 30 feet or more deep. So you didn't have to worry about running aground. Now, not everybody worries about that because they stay where they're supposed to be. I do have to worry. I'm one of those that likes to like drive the boat on the side on the side of the river. And so I'm always my husband like, move. You're in 3 feet of water. Get out. Anyway, I'm not good at driving, but I like being on that lake. So it was very clear. That's the other thing I liked about it. Okay, this one I put kind of on the left because it's a little bit small, and I think putting it in the middle like this accentuates that a little bit more, don't you? But look, isn't that beautiful? So you can tell that that needs to dry a little bit more right there, but for the most part, it's pretty cool. All right, let's see, we're going to know, oh, are you, Diana? Oh, in North Carolina. Well, one of the things that I didn't like is that you go up, down, around, up, down, around. And in Virginia, they don't have any not borders, shoulders on the road. So I'm holding on for dear life because if you run off the road, you run into the ditch or off the mountain. So I'm nervous. I'm tense. I'm putting on the brake the whole time. And you go over the mountain. You don't know what's on the other side. So of course I'm thinking, well, it has to be, a house on the other side or a car stopped on the other side. And here we are driving 55 miles an hour. I'm just a nervous wreck. But anyway, once I got there, I didn't want to leave the campsite. But it's just a whole different way of driving, and if you're not used to it, for me, I get car sick real easily. So, but other than that, I had a great time. I'm so glad we went and we met my husband's family there, and so that was always good. It's storming and rain at a hurricane. Oh no, Naomi, you better be safe. I know that we get hurricanes here all the time. Not all the time, but kind of all the time. Yeah, that's pretty scary. I'll be praying for you and your family to stay safe. I hope you're not near the water anywhere. That's always bad with the flooding afterwards. So, Naomi's in Puerto Rico. So I haven't looked at the weather in days, Naomi. All last week, I hardly ever looked at the weather. This week I've been trying to catch up. So I haven't looked either, but I'm going to look and pray for you guys to be safe in the hurricane. Gosh. Well, Diane, I hope you guys have fun in the North Carolina mountains. Do you get car sick at all going in the mountains? Oh, I was so happy to be back in North Carolina. But we went to this teeny tiny town called Bassett, which is where Bassett furniture is made. A beautiful, beautiful, countryside there, and everybody was so nice. I gained 6 pounds. Don't tell anybody. All we did was eat and sit, let our tummies sit, eat, sit. I brought my laptop and my iPad because I thought, well, this would be a great time to get caught up, and I never opened it. Never opened my Facebook, didn't open up my laptop, any of it. Isn't that terrible? So now I'm paying for it. So like I was afraid my laptop and my iPad was gonna run out. I had to hook them up to charge while I was setting up, and of course I yanked my light out of the socket thing, so I'm hoping that it doesn't like go up in smoke or anything like that. So, but I'll be better next week. But yeah, we had a great time, Diana. I know you're going to have a great time. Naomi, I'm going to be praying for you. You don't get card sick. Andrews. Oh, a train. I've had a couple of friends go on the train, and that was, yeah, they really enjoyed it. Andrews, I wonder where that is. I'm not familiar with that. I'll have to look it up. You guys have fun, be safe, and bring a very light long sleeve something, because yeah, every morning it was, I want it like today, it was a little bit chilly, not cold but chilly. You'll want something on your arms. But anyway, Naomi, if you need extra prayers, you let me know and I'll get my prayer warriors to help you pray. You stay safe, and I'll see everybody next week. Take care. Bye bye.